Good afternoon, class 8. This is chapter 9, reproduction in animals, and today we are going to discuss about the topic sexual reproduction in human beings. So, in human beings, the organs are used for sexual reproduction are different in males and females. Human develop sexual maturity, the ability to procreate or produce offspring. This sexual maturity comes at the age of puberty, that is in males it is between 12 to 16 and in females it is to 10 to 14. So between the age of 10 to 14 for females and between 12 to 16 for males, the stage is known as puberty. नाउ द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम. नाउ अब जो मेल और फीमेल बॉडी में दोनों डिफरेंट टाइप के रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम होते हैं. द वेरी फर्स्ट इज़ मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम. मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम में उसके क्या क्या पार्ट्स हैं, उनके वर्क क्या हैं, वेयर डज दे लाई, उनकी लोकेशन, सब कुछ हम इसमें अब इस क्लास में करेंगे. ओके, सो द वेरी फर्स्ट द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव organs are the testis, the sperm duct or vas deferens and the penis. Testis. What are testes? The testis or testicles, singular testis or testicle, are a pair of oval organ. Each lie within a pouch of skin called scrotum and are located just behind the penis. It is in the testis that the sperms are produced. In testis, sperms are produced. This is the main function of testis, where the sperms produce, and sperms are the male gamete, male reproductive cell, or we can call it a gamete as well, that are called sperms, which are produced in testis. And testes are a pair of oval organ. Pair means they are two ball-like structures that are present behind the penis and they are covered with the pouch of skin that is known as scrotum. Here we have this structure. This pouch-like structure is known as scrotum. Now moving next, sperm duct or vas deferens. The term vas deferens in Latin means carrying away vessel. Duct means a tube-like structure, and the term vas deferens in Latin means carrying away vessel. जो vas deferens का मतलब ही लैटिन लैंग्वेज में क्या होता है, कैरिंग अवे वेसल, एक कैरिंग अवे वेसल. It is a pair of duct that transports sperm from each testis to the urethra, a duct which also conveys urine from the urinary bladder to outside through the penis. क्या होता है कि it is a duct that is connected to the urinary bladder as well, which conduct the urine to the penis and get it out through our body. The sperm swims in a viscous white liquid secreted by reproductive glands, a pair of seminal vesicles, a prostate gland, and a pair of Cowper's gland. This fluid, along with the sperms suspended in it, it is known as semen. What is the white liquid secreted by the reproductive glands is known as semen. It consists of a pair of seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and a pair of Cowper's gland. That white liquid is known as semen. Next thing comes is penis. The penis is a muscular organ that delivers the semen into the female's vagina during mating. It is also used to pass urine. What is penis? Penis is a muscular organ that basically is used for to pass urine from our body to outside, and it is also used to deliver the semen into female's vagina. Sperms, millions of sperms, Latin words of seed. Sperms means seed. In Latin language sperm means seed. और seed का क्या काम होता है? ग्रो करना. एक जब हम सीड को जब हम सॉइल में प्लांट करते हैं तो उससे क्या होता है, एक न्यू ट्री उससे ग्रो होता है। सेम स्पर्म्स का भी क्या काम होता है कि जब वो फीमेल बॉडी में जाता है तो वो ओवम के साथ फ्यूज़ होकर एक न्यू ऑफस्प्रिंग बनाता है। सो दैट इज़ द वर्क ऑफ स्पर्म्स, मिलियंस ऑफ स्पर्म्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड इन टेस्टिस। They are microscopic in size. You cannot see it with your naked eyes and cannot be seen with the naked eye. Each sperm is essentially a single cell with a head, a middle piece, and a tail. Here is the picture of a sperm. It consists of a head, a middle piece, and a long tail. The tail enables the sperm to swim towards the ovum to fertilize it. This tail helps in the swimming procedure to reach to the ovum to get it fertilized. Moving next to our next page, the female reproductive system. Now, in females, the female reproductive organs are the ovaries, oviduct, and the fallopian tubes, the ureter, and the vagina. Here is the structure of female reproductive organ. These two are the ovaries, where the ovum produce. This is known as fallopian tube. This is left oviduct. This is right oviduct. This portion from this to this is known as fallopian tube. This is ureter and this is vagina. Here, ovaries, the pair of ovaries located in the abdominal cavity, produce the ova or the eggs. Ovaries produce the ova or egg. One mature ovum is released by either of the two ovaries in a cycle of ranging from every 21 to 35 days. The duration is different in females. What happens? This ova got mature in 21 to 35 days and get released from the ovaries after these days. This duration is totally different by individually. So the ovum is a single cell like sperm. Ovum is also a single cell like sperm. Sperm was single celled and ovum is also a single celled. Okay. Second one is oviduct or the fallopian tubes. Each ovary has a fallopian tube. See, as I told you, this is left oviduct. This is for the left ovary and this is right oviduct. This is for the right ovary. These are known as the fallopian tubes. Each ovary has a fallopian tube or the oviduct leading from it to the uterus. वो उसको uterus तक पहुंचाती है. The ovum meets the sperm in the oviduct. जो स्पर्म होता है वो ओवम को कहाँ पर मीट करता है, उनका फ्यूजन कहाँ होता है? Here in the oviduct. Here fertilization takes place between the nucleus of the ovum and that of the sperm. जो फर्टिलाइजेशन की प्रोसेस होती है वो ओविडक्ट में होती है. इट मीन्स फेलोपियन ट्यूब में होती है. द ओविडक्ट देन ट्रांसपोर्ट द फर्टिलाइज्ड ओवम दैट इज नोन एज zygote टू द यूट्रस. अ fertilized ovum means after the fusion of sperm and ovum, that is known as fertilized ovum. That first step is known as zygote. Then the zygote transports to the uterus through the oviduct, and now in uterus once the ovum is fertilized by the sperm, the zygote travels to the uterus. Here the zygote comes to the uterus, a hollow muscular pear shaped organ. Uterus is a hollow यानी कि बिल्कुल खाली, muscular और pear shape का होता है. It embeds itself in the lining of uterine wall which has thickened in preparation for receiving it. जो zygote जब हमारे ओविडक्ट से यूट्रस में पहुंचता है तो क्या होता है, जो यूट्रस की लाइनिंग्स होती है यानी कि स्किन होती है वो उसको अपने अंदर दबा लेती है, एम्बिड कर लेती है, और वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा थिक होती है, और उसी वहाँ पर वो क्या सेफ रहता है। देयर इट बिगिनस टू डेवलप, और फिर वो वहीं पर जब वो एम्बेड हो जाता है वो वहीं पर डेवलप होना शुरू होता है। द एंटायर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ज़ाइगोट टेक्स प्लेस इन द यूट्रस, एंड this is the place where the entire procedure, the entire development of a zygote takes place, which expand to accommodate the growing baby, और फिर यही जो लाइनिंग होती है वही आगे हमारी स्किन की तरह ग्रो करती है, which accommodate द ग्रोइंग बेबी, और वहीं वहाँ पर ही जो एक ग्रोइंग बेबी होता है वो वहीं पर होता है। द uterus has a narrow neckline passage called the cervix, which connects to the vagina. Here we have a neck-like structure, just like our neck, that connects our face to our the left body part. This is the neck-like structure that is known as cervix, that connects to the vagina. Here is the vagina. The vagina is a muscular tube that open into the uterus via the cervix. See, this open up to the uterus via cervix. Vagina is also referred as the birth canal, as it follows the passage of the baby from the uterus during the childbirth. This is the passage of the child to get birth, which allows the baby to come out through the vagina. That is a passage from uterus during the childbirth. Now here does a process come, that is fertilization. What is fertilization? It is the fusion of male and female gamete. That process is known as fertilization. The process of fusion of male and female gamete, that is sex cells, to form a zygote is called fertilization. It means in males the sperm and in females the ovum, they got fused together to form zygote. That process is known as fertilization. There is a difference between fertilization and reproduction. What is that? Reproduction is the process to produce a new offspring, and that can take place asexually and sexually. But in fertilization, there is a process of fusion of male and female gametes. We need both male and female gamete to form a zygote. That process is known as fertilization. Here, the zygote is the first step in the creation of a new individual. Just learn this line. The zygote is the first step in the creation of new individual. There are two main methods of fertilization, namely external fertilization and internal fertilization. So let me just introduce you to the external and internal fertilization. External fertilization takes place outside of the body of the organism, and internal fertilization takes place inside the body of the organism. Here, external fertilization, amphibians such as frogs and toads and many fish species reproduce by external fertilization. That process is called spawning. In frogs and toads, to initiate spawning, the male hops onto the female's back and claps her with his forelegs. क्या करते हैं, जो फ्रॉग होता है वो फीमेल की बैक पर आकर चढ़ जाता है और फिर वहाँ से उसकी वो अपनी फोरलेग्स उसके क्लैप्स में फंसा देता है. द फीमेल फ्रॉग और टोड ले एग इन द वाटर. वो वहीं अब क्या हुआ कि जो एग है वो अब फीमेल बॉडी के बाहर वो वहीं वाटर में ले कर देती है. वाइल द मेल स्टिमुलेंसली रिलीजेज द स्पर्म्स टू फर्टिलाइज देम. और जो मेल होता है, मेल फ्रॉग जो होता है वो वहाँ पर कॉन्टीन्यूसली अपने स्पर्म रिलीज़ करता रहता है. हंड्रेड्स ऑफ द एग्स आर लेड. सिंस दे लैक अ शेल, दे आर डेलिकेट. उनके पास क्योंकि शेल नहीं होता, वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा डेलिकेट होते हैं, काफ़ी ज़्यादा सॉफ्ट होते हैं। सो क्या होता है, जो एग्स होते हैं वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा अमाउंट में ले किए जाते हैं, क्योंकि कभी कभी जैसे उनकी शेल नहीं होते तो वो डैमेज भी हो सकते हैं, टूट सकते हैं। सो दैट्स वाई वो बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में एग ले करते हैं। द एग्स आर हेल्ड टुगेदर इन अ मास बाय ट्रांसपेरेंट प्रोटेक्टिव जेली लाइक सब्सटेंस। वो एक बहुत बड़े पाउच लाइक स्ट्रक्चर में, और बहुत सारे उसमें छोटे छोटे एग्स होते हैं इस टाइप के। तो वो वहाँ पर इस तरीके से वो एक ट्रांसपेरेंट प्रोटेक्टिव जेली लाइक सब्सटेंस होता है, उसमें रिलीज होते हैं एग्स। द स्पर्म हैव टू स्विम क्विकली एंड पेनिट्रेट द जेली टू अचीव फ्यूजन विद एग्स। जो स्पर्म है उसको बहुत जल्दी ट्रैवल करके, स्विम करके आना पड़ता है और उस जेली लाइक सब्सटेंस को पेनिट्रेट यानी कि तोड़ना पड़ता है, ताकि वो एग्स के साथ फ्यूज़ हो सके। मैनी हंड्रेड्स ऑफ एग्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड एट वन टाइम बिकॉज ओनली अ फ्यू विल सर्वाइव टू हैच। काफ़ी ज़्यादा अमाउंट में एग्स जो हैं वो रिलीज़ होते हैं, क्योंकि काफ़ी कम जो एग होते हैं वो सर्वाइव कर पाते हैं हैचिंग एंड बिकम्स अडल्ट, और बड़े हो पाते हैं। Most of the eggs are eaten by other animals. Some remain unfertilized or they are destroyed by heavily rainfall and water currents. So काफ़ी ज़्यादा जो है वो एग्स जो हैं वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाते हैं। फिश सच एज सैल्मन, ट्यूना एंड कॉड आर invertebrates such as starfish also reproduce by external fertilization. These are the some examples of aquatic animals which reproduce through external fertilization. Here we have internal fertilization. We will do this activity in the next class. Here we have an internal fertilization in birds, insects, some fish species, reptiles and mammals including human beings. Fertilization takes place inside the female body. जो फर्टिलाइजेशन होती है वो फीमेल बॉडी के अंदर होती है। इन अदर वर्ड्स द मेल एंड द फीमेल गैमेट्स फ्यूज इनसाइड द फीमेल्स बॉडी एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन. So we are done with external and internal fertilization. Here we have a checkpoint and a brain teaser as well. A reproductive cell is called a zygote. Hydra reproduces through the process of budding. Now here we have a brain teaser. Why does a fish lay hundreds of eggs whereas a hen lay only one egg at a time? Because as we read in external fertilization कि काफ़ी सारे eggs एक साथ रिलीज तो होते हैं बट वो सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाते हैं. Only few of them survive to hatch and become adult. That's why a fish lay hundreds of eggs whereas the hen has a protective layer, or we call it shell, on the egg. So that's how the hen's egg can survive, and comparatively to fish, the fish eggs does not survive as they do not have a shell on them. So we will continue the activity 2 in our next class.